welcome to today's video. And today's video I'll be covering the weekly outlook for a new week, which will be starting from today, 23rd August 2026. So the last video I dropped, I think, was about somewhere around Wednesday, Thursday also, and we actually saw price actually moving higher before tapping into one of the key levels I actually made note of. I think one of the key level, it went a bit close before it pushed up higher, somewhere at around this level here. And in this video, I wouldn't want this video to be too long like the last one, so I'll be keeping everything brief. And if you're looking for more information, you could actually reach out via Telegram, or actually check out what I'll be dropping on the Telegram channel in regards to all of that. So before we dive into what I will be expecting this week, I want to do a quick recap of actually what happened in the course of last week. I've back tested some of the trades I actually took advantage of. Some of them I didn't actually get to take advantage of them, but now there's much more clarity now that the week is over, and we could actually easily review briefly. So during the course of last week, I think there's one key thing that I missed as of Thursday, and that's actually what made us to miss this move from this point here. I want us to tend to notice something that happened. You would actually tend to note that from the daily time frame, when we go up to the 1 day time frame, you would tend to notice that we have a resistance level somewhere at around here, at around this region, with this particular order block. I mentioned this in the last video too. You could see the reaction from the way price tapped into this level and sold off. If we go down to, I think, 4 hours and down to 1 hour where we refine, would actually tend to note that we have a more refined level of where this particular resistance is sitting at. So what happened in the market was that coming down to this was on Wednesday, price was able to give a very aggressive close above that level and giving us a very sweet FVG at this level here. And that was how price was able to hold into that level and push up higher. Price actually flipped this resistance level to be a support, and it actually easily used it to push up higher. It was that simple. If we go down to 1 hour, if I go back down a little bit, you would actually tend to see that the whole story started happening from this key level here. The expectation that initially sellers had to sell price lower from this point. The price failed and price reclaimed that level to push up higher. Then we saw the failure again that gave this very beautiful entry to push up higher, to sell down lower. So price was able to give a very nice break above that level, and that's actually what made this guy so efficient. And the crazy fact is, if we go down, let's say we go down to about 30 minutes, let's refine lower to 15 minutes, you would actually tend to see that you can actually get your entry from somewhere at around the first rejection that we got from this block. So taking your entry somewhere here should actually give you a very nice trade that will push towards 4600, which we actually saw, and it will actually give a very beautiful run about 6 hours or thereabout. And if confirmation is important, and I think as of this Wednesday, something actually came up for me, so I wasn't actually active at around this time during the New York session. If not, this was a very nice confirmation. We could see that after the sell-off and close below this low, the expectation of most sellers would be that price coming back into this particular FVG here, price would actually sell off. But the rejection and the full body close above this guy inverted this level, and automatically this would have been your honey pot to actually take advantage of this trade to push up higher. You could see it gave a very beautiful and aggressive entry. Now this actually brings me to what I'm expecting this week and what price is actually doing right now as the market closed on Friday. So what actually is happening now? Let's go up to the 1 day time frame. When we come up to the 1 day time frame, I want you to take note of something that actually happened from this level here. This level was actually one of the key levels that actually fueled this aggressive downfall that price sold off like mad. So what actually happened here? If you look at what happened here, you could actually see that buyers were actually expecting that gold will actually be able to push up higher from this level. First of all, because of the fact that we had this order block here, full body close below it. The expectation was that this guy would hold price down lower, but we saw a change of character here, and price came back into this level, picked up trades, and in fact there was an FVG here. I think there was a bearish FVG here that was to push price lower, and you could see price expected it to push down lower, but price gave a full body close above this whole level, but and gave the whole impression as though it's going to push up higher, meaning like we have confirmation from this area. And next thing we saw was an aggressive downfall that's actually cleared out this level to confirm the whole sell. So the fact that price has been able to give a full body and break this resistance that is sitting at this point here, and if we even look, we should take a look closer, you could actually see this key, one of these key entries are actually usually used to confirm here at this level, and price still tapping, even though price weak some sellers at this level, but picking those sell trades from this point and sold off. Now this full body close above this guy, this resistance level here, is actually a key indication that price is actually ready to push up higher, and this would actually be something like probably something of this nature, reclaiming just a little bit or little to no retracement and push higher towards 4800. It's either it holds, because this region is actually very wide, it's either it holds from this level or pushes down a little bit lower. So this is actually what I'm seeing from the daily time frame. But if we should go down to 4 hours, let's try to refine this a bit more. When we go down to 4 hours now, if we go down to 4 hours and we come back towards this level, this is actually what makes me say that the resistance level is actually really wide. This particular gap that opened at this level, what actually fueled this initial sell was the fact that price actually gave a close below this gap, and that was how price was able to hold up to sell down lower. So these buys that came up here that actually gave this false move and this confirmation lower, we tend to see that one of the key resistance points is sitting at this point right here, regardless of the fact that we actually do have resistance at this particular level. But it's an indication that if this level price doesn't hold this level to push up higher, the fall to tap into this particular guy should be able to fuel price to actually push up higher, because from the day time frame this is actually wide, the whole region is sitting at somewhere at this point. And if we come a little bit closer to the way that price actually closed on Friday, we could actually see that price actually gave a full body close to break out of the resistance level at this level. So from on the 4 hours time frame, I would actually still hold on to the same bias here. It's either we get a push a little bit close down back into this level somewhere here, and price may do something of this nature, then like this we claim this level and push up higher. It's either we get this, or from with the market open, price should be able to hold on to somewhere at around here and actually push up higher. So this is actually what I'm actually also seeing on the 4 hour time frame. Let's go down to 1 hour. Let's refine lower to 1 hour. When we come back down to 1 hour time frame, we actually tend to see from the point of delivery that we saw from Friday, we actually see price reacting to this resistance level here. Then we saw the full body close above that level, price testing this level again, that's this key level where the second point of resistance at this point here, and giving us some little form of sell-off that actually tricks a lot of sellers here at this level with this particular order block here. Swept liquidity from this candle, full body close below it, most likely confirmation usually, but price was actually just tricking in and gave this body close above. So with this, I'm actually from this 1 hour time frame, I actually feel that price has reclaimed this level, and this should give us something of maybe something of this nature, and we should be good to go. Something of this nature and push towards 4800. So we could see something of this nature, and if this guy fails to hold and we get another close, a full body close with a full candle below this level, then we could actually get to see a little retracement that would actually fall in here first before we actually reclaim this level again and push up higher. So this is actually what I'm expecting for the new week, because it's very obvious and very clean from these particular standpoints that we are at. Let's take a look at 30 minutes and 15 minutes before we actually close this. And okay, let's go back up to 1 hour. On the 1 hour time frame, we could even also see this FVG here. The price is actually floating in here, so I believe that if it's going to hold from somewhere at around this point here, we should actually get to see price pushing up higher. So let's go down to 30 minutes. When we come back down to 30 minutes, it's actually still very similar here. The strong rejection from the resistance level, a full body close below this candle here, which was meant to indicate sales, but we saw price invalidating it. So I believe that we should actually get to see probably price might gap with market open, but this topic will be actually be wide, but probably something of this nature. You could actually be target something like this, because I feel like the bulls are very very active, and maybe for the next coming weeks price is ready to run like mad, probably towards 5k or so we could actually get to see something of this nature from this point, and price should be able to push up higher. But regardless, it's depending on what we actually see, but I believe that we will actually get more bullish moves higher. So this is actually what I'm seeing on the 30-minute time frame. And if we should go down to the 15 minutes time frame, 15 minutes actually still saying the same story too. And already from this level here, you could actually see that buys were picked from somewhere at around here. We got the first buys from this FVG here, and price, if you notice, this was the full body close below that level here. If price was going to sell off and push downwards, pick trades from here that Friday with this close, it should have been able to do that, but it failed to do that. So this candle close below here, above this candle here, is a direct entry to say you can pick up buys, because this level was then reclaimed again. If you don't understand very much about that, you can check the other videos, but it's actually a concept that I use a lot, and also something I teach a lot in my course. And you could actually find something like this if you want to be aggressive, but you should get a solid 4 to 5 hour trades from this. So this is actually what I'm looking towards for the new week. It's either this level holds up to push higher, or we see something that price actually taps into this guy to push up higher, else we might get to see some downfall. So I'll be updating the channel on Telegram. If you're not part of that, use the link in the description to join up, and I'll be dropping other things too. My course is live. If you're interested in knowing more about trading and actually moving from beginner or basic to an advanced level with all the concepts I use and everything I use on Google, you can actually check everything in the description. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.